the challenge. They're trying to close him down, but they can't stop Lionel Messi. It's Messi. It's another hat-trick. It is another performance.
Messi! Gol!
Madre mia, che c'è?
Del Football Club!
Lionel Messi is clear. And anything that Messi tries, Messi can do.
Vamos a ver el posible disparo de Xavi. No, golpea a Messi.
How was Messi able to shatter all expectations and inscribe such record-breaking numbers? And what factors made 2012 a historic year that immortalized his name among football legends? Let us revisit the details of this unique achievement and delve into the genius that made Messi a timeless icon. In 2012, Lionel Messi wrote an unparalleled chapter in the history of football. In that legendary year, he scored 91 goals in 69 matches with FC Barcelona and the Argentina national team, breaking a record that had stood for 40 years. Gerd Müller had scored 85 goals in 1972 and Pelé 75 goals in 1958. This achievement was not merely a static number, but a poetic display of football creativity. Messi also shone by recording 13 hat tricks, including a historic UEFA Champions League match against Bayer Leverkusen on March 7, 2012, in which he scored 5 goals in a single game.
It's Champions League history for Lionel Messi. Has ever scored 5 goals in a Champions League match before, but nobody has ever played Champions League football quite like Lionel Messi.
Guinness World Records recognized this exceptional individual feat, confirming that Messi's accomplishment that year even surpassed the total goals scored by some of the major clubs in an entire season, with Manchester scoring 85 goals, Chelsea 87, and PSG 86. How was Messi able to shatter all expectations and inscribe such record-breaking numbers? And what factors made 2012 a historic year that immortalized his name among football legends? Let us revisit the details of this unique achievement and delve into the genius that made Messi a timeless icon. In the first part of the episode, we review Gerd Müller's remarkable achievement, which surpassed the record set by Pelé, 75 goals, in 1958, as Müller scored 85 goals in 1972, establishing a global benchmark in goal scoring that endured for decades. In 2012, a 24-year-old Argentine, Messi, emerged to shatter those records, heralding the beginning of a new era of individual creativity in the history of football. After his historic achievement in 2012, Messi's impact was not limited to breaking records. It was also reflected in a gracious gesture toward football legend Gerd Müller. Messi presented Müller with a shirt signed by him, acknowledging him as the driving force behind his record-breaking feat. The shirt is now proudly displayed at the Bayern Munich Museum, serving as a testament to this historic moment and the unique connection between two giants of world football. When considering the list of the highest goal-scoring players in calendar years throughout history, Messi's name stands at the top, followed by Gerd Müller, then Pelé in 58 and Pelé in 65, in addition to other legends such as Zico, Romario, Lewandowski, and, in 3 separate years, Cristiano Ronaldo, 2013, 2012, and 2014. This supremacy makes Messi's record especially remarkable, as it surpassed the numbers of all these legends. For instance, in 2012, the gap between him and the second-placed Cristiano Ronaldo was 28 goals. The challenge in reaching these numbers lies in the fact that the calendar year spans 2 seasons, making the second half of one season and the first half of the next a true test. It requires a player to start the new season with the same strength with which he ended the previous one. In Messi's case, he scored 51 goals in the second half of the 2011-2012 season and 40 goals in the first half of the 2012-2013 season, totaling 91 goals, 79 of them in 60 matches with Barcelona, and 12 goals in 9 matches with the Argentine national team. To fully grasp the context of these 2 extraordinary seasons, recall that the 2011-2012 season was Pep Guardiola's 4th and final season with Barcelona, a season marked by winning La Liga for the 3rd consecutive time and the Champions League for the 2nd time in 3 years. This was despite the team's instability, losing the league for the first time after 3 consecutive triumphs over their rivals Real Madrid under Jose Mourinho and a shocking Champions League semi-final exit against Chelsea in a wild match, alongside Barcelona's Copa del Rey victory at the season's end. It was Pep's final trophy with the Catalan club after his earlier achievements, which had kicked off the previous year with wins in the Spanish Super Cup, the UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup. As for the 2012-2013 season, Barcelona announced the appointment of Tito Vilanova, Pep's former assistant, although Vilanova was absent for most of the season due to his battle with cancer prior to his passing. Despite the prolonged absence of the coach and his assistants, such as Jordi Roura, Barcelona managed to secure the La Liga title, even though they were eliminated in the Copa del Rey semi-finals by Real Madrid with a 4-2 aggregate score. The biggest shock, however, was the team's 7-0 aggregate exit from the Champions League against Bayern Munich. This overview captures the full picture of those 2 exceptional seasons, setting the stage to delve into the details of Messi's 91-goal tally and his individual statistics, which have cemented his achievement as an everlasting landmark in the history of football. In early 2012, before even turning 25, Messi embarked on a season with Barcelona that would pave his way to legendary status. He began the year with an easy win alongside his team, dazzling in a round of 16 Copa del Rey match against Osasuna by scoring the 3rd and 4th goals in a 4-0 victory. This performance contributed to him clinching his 3rd consecutive Ballon d'Or, following a season in which he had already celebrated a quintuple win with Barcelona. The following week, Barcelona continued their brilliant run with a 4-0 victory over Real Betis in La Liga, with Messi adding the 2nd and 3rd goals after the score had been tied 1-1. Although he did not score in either of the 2 Copa del Rey quarter-final matches against Real Madrid, his creativity never waned. He assisted in crafting the winning goal for his teammate Abidal in the first leg and in Pedro in the return leg. In a postponed first-round Copa del Rey match against Malaga, Messi showcased his dazzling talent by recording a hat-trick, scoring his first goal with a header, followed by 2 individual strikes, thus writing one of the most beautiful chapters in football history. By mid-February, in a crucial La Liga match, Messi responded to a goal conceded against Valencia by netting 4 goals in a 5-1 victory for Barcelona. Yet, this quadruple was soon overshadowed by his performance 2 weeks later in the Champions League's second leg against Bayern Leverkusen, where he became the first player in the competition's history to score 5 goals in a single match, a game that ended in a stunning 7-1 win at Camp Nou, with 2 of those goals coming from exquisite chipped finishes over the goalkeeper. Messi's exploits did not stop there. Over the course of 2012, he scored a total of 9 goals, including a controversial free kick against Atlético Madrid, 2 goals against Racing that propelled him to his 30th league goal, and a delightful strike against Sevilla after dribbling past a towering defender before lofting the ball high over the keeper. His achievements continued as he recorded a hat-trick against Granada, breaking Cesar Rodriguez's record as Barcelona's top scorer, a record that had stood for 75 years, and thereby claiming the title of the club's all-time leading goal scorer. His 8 goals in 5 league matches were instrumental in keeping Barcelona in the title race against Real Madrid, and his 2 penalties against Inter Milan helped the team progress to the Champions League semi-finals. Eventually, he was crowned the top scorer for the 4th consecutive season, after adding 5 more goals in 3 league matches.
Again, it's Iniesta, and it's Messi once more. Oh, wow. There he goes again.
A challenging period soon followed for Barcelona. The team endured a difficult week after their Champions League exit and a slip in the title race ahead of a match against Chelsea. The first leg against Chelsea took place on April 18th at Stamford Bridge, a match that carried immense hope for the London club after their 2009 debacle with Barcelona. Chelsea managed to score a significant goal after fierce battling, while the following league match on April 20th at Camp Nou saw the 2 teams locked in a tight contest for points. The match remained intensely competitive, as Real Madrid became the first Spanish team to reach 100 points, finishing the season with 121 goals and 32 wins. In the second leg of the Champions League semi-final, and 3 days later, it is said that Chelsea chose to wear their 3rd white kit, to exert a psychological influence on Barcelona. Chelsea managed to secure a 2-2 draw with Barcelona thanks to a goal from Torres. In that match, Messi set up Iniesta's second goal before missing his chance to put Barcelona ahead at home from a penalty that rebounded off the post. It was the only penalty Messi missed that season, and it was undoubtedly one of his most important attempts that season. Throughout the season, moments of hat-tricks and super hat-tricks were interwoven, including a match against Malaga that held special significance as it broke Gerd Müller's record for the most goals scored in a single season, a record set by the German in 1972-73. And he ended Barcelona's campaign by scoring the sole goal in the Copa del Rey final against Bilbao, which ended in a 3-0 victory. He also scored in the World Cup qualifiers against Ecuador and recorded a hat-trick in a friendly against Brazil after having already achieved one mid-season against Switzerland for a title by becoming the first player to score 50 goals in just 37 matches. He was also second in playmaking with 16 assists, after Mesut Ozil. Consequently, he won the European Golden Shoe and became the Champions League top scorer with 14 goals, finishing the 2011-2012 season with a total of 73 goals and 29 assists. After the announcement of Tito Vilanova as Pep Guardiola's assistant coach for the Catalan team, and although Messi scored in all 5 matches he played in August, he lost the season's first trophy to their rival Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup for the 2012 season due to the away goals rule after both teams drew 4-4 on aggregate. The Catalan team outperformed at home with a 3-2 result, with Messi scoring from a penalty in a match in which Iniesta shone brilliantly and gifted Valdés a goal to narrow the very high score from a very strange ball. In the return match, where Real Madrid excelled in both performance and the result by winning 2-1, Messi scored Barcelona's only goal from a magnificent free kick. It was only his 8th free kick goal in his career, and his first free kick goal scored against Real Madrid, which made him Barcelona's top scorer in El Clásico with 15 goals. Despite the Super Cup loss to Real Madrid, Barcelona began the league season under Tito Villanova's guidance in exemplary fashion, amassing a record-breaking 55 points in their first 19 matches, and were eventually declared honorary winter champions before ultimately being crowned league champions. In a memorable Camp Nou Clásico, where both Messi and Ronaldo netted 2 goals each, Messi's second goal just a goal scorer, he scored a stunning hat-trick against Deportivo La Coruña in an away match and added 2 more goals. Exceptional year with a final goal against Real Valladolid, bringing his total to 91 goals, cementing his enduring legacy in world football. Lionel Messi scored 91 goals in 2012 distributed as follows: 14 goals from penalty kicks, 62 goals from inside the box, 8 goals from outside the box, 7 goals from free kicks, 3 goals with headers, 80 goals with his left foot, 8 goals with his right foot. Analysis of scoring methods. For goals scored inside the box, 12 goals were relatively easy. 11 goals came from one-touch finishes, but were difficult shots. 22 goals were scored after more than one touch inside the box. 9 goals were chipped over the goalkeeper. 5 goals were scored after dribbling past the goalkeeper. For goals scored from outside the box, 8 goals came from long-range shots. 11 goals were scored after dribbling past one defender. 6 goals came after dribbling past 2 or more defenders. 6 goals were the result of 1-2 passes with teammates, total goals by competition. 59 goals in La Liga, 13 goals in the UEFA Champions League, 5 goals in the Copa del Rey, 2 goals in the Spanish Super Cup, 7 goals for Argentina in 3 friendly matches, 5 goals in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. This means Messi scored 79 goals for Barcelona and 12 goals for Argentina, against 31 different teams throughout the year. Messi had an outstanding goal-scoring record in 2012, scoring 5 goals in 1 match, 4 goals in 2 matches, and 6 hat-tricks. He also scored twice in 22 matches, showcasing his remarkable consistency throughout the year. In other words, Messi had a higher chance of scoring more than 1 goal per match than not scoring at all. He averaged 1 goal every 66 minutes, and when adding the 22 assists he provided, something often overlooked due to his staggering goal tally, he contributed to 113 goals in total, averaging 1 goal contribution every 53 minutes. Comparing Messi to his main rival, Cristiano Ronaldo, In the same year and against almost the same opponents, Ronaldo scored 63 goals, which is an incredible number on its own. Ronaldo was, and still is, a goal-scoring machine, especially during that period. This comparison is not meant to downplay Ronaldo's achievements, but rather to highlight the historical level of goal-scoring dominance Messi achieved in 2012, a level no player had ever reached before. Despite his incredible goal tally, the 2011-2012 season was also the sixth best season for any player in terms of successful dribbles, since dribbling statistics were recorded in 2009, with 220 successful dribbles. Messi led Barcelona to La Liga glory, securing the title 3 weeks before the final matchday and equaling Real Madrid's previous season's record of 100 points. The team dedicated the title to their departing coach, Tito Vilanova, and Eric Abidal, who had recovered from cancer. Messi also won his fourth consecutive Ballon d'Or, setting a new historic record. Of course, Messi benefited from his teammates, who assisted in 53 of his 91 goals. Particularly were Iniesta, Fabregas, and Xavi, along with his attacking partners, Sanchez, Pedro, and Villa. But his individual achievement remains unparalleled. It may be difficult to replicate this feat, but perhaps one day someone will, just as we once thought certain records were untouchable, only to see them shattered before our eyes. Until that happens, who do you think could break this record among today's players? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Bye.